What's up, y'all? It's the Wiz, and welcome to my very first video in a new series called Words of Wisdom. Now, I'm so excited to be bringing you guys this video. I'm so excited to be bringing you guys this series because I feel like God has really been speaking through me these last few months, this entire year of 2019. And I have so much to share with y'all. I have so much to get out of my system, to speak about, to talk about. And so this video series is pretty much going to be just, me just sharing things that God has placed on my heart. Me sharing words of, wisdom, words of encouragement, just whatever is on my heart, I want to share it with you guys through this video series. So I'm glad you guys are tuning in because we have a lot to discuss. And over the next few weeks, months, I hope you guys stick around because there's going to be a lot of things that I just want to share, just based on my personal life, my testimony, all of that. All right, so glad you guys can make it. One thing before we get started, I want you guys to make sure you stick around to the end of the video. There's a very special announcement at the end. Okay, so at the end of the video, make sure you pay attention. Well, pay attention to the whole video. That would be nice if you pay attention to the entire video. But at the end, I have a special announcement. And don't skip to the end because I'll know you skip to the end, trust me. But yeah, so anyway, let's get right into it. So today's topic is keeping your room clean. That's the title of this video. And that's sort of like a concept and a topic that I had in my mind for a while. And so I wanted to bring you guys that as the first video. So this is it. All right, so keeping your room clean. When I say keeping your room clean, I don't mean your physical room. Although, it'll be nice to have your room clean, Some of y'all rooms, I'm sure, is not the cleanest. Sometimes my room is just a complete mess. But I'm talking about your spiritual room, okay? So do you know you have a spiritual room? Do you know that your body is a temple? Do you know that your spirit inhabits a room? It inhabits something. It needs to be inside something, and that something is your spiritual room, okay? And this is a concept that it's not unique, it's not new, it's in the Bible, but it's something that's really been on my heart to share. So, spiritual room, keeping your room clean. What is all this? What am I talking about? I bet you're wondering. I'll give you guys a little story. So, over the summer, I was in a sort of renewal phase of my life, season of my life, where I was really just trying to find myself, trying to learn more about myself, trying to connect closer with God, trying to go deeper into the Word. And during that time, I was changing a lot of things in my life. I was really just redoing my entire life. I was redoing just the way I ate. I was putting more attention into fitness. I was putting more attention into relationships and friendships and all types of things, right? And I was fixing pretty much every part of my life, even my phone. I took my phone one day and I went through and I deleted so much. I deleted a lot of pictures. I deleted a lot of apps that distracted me. I deleted a lot of, social media numbers even. Like I deleted a lot because I was in a renewal phase. I was like just trying to get rid of all the clutter. And then I got to my room one day after work and I was like, man, I'm doing all this stuff with my life, but my room, it's a mess. Like I feel uncomfortable when I get home because like, bro, like I feel like I'm walking through like the jungles or a war zone or something. It was a pretty bad scene. All right, so I took one day during the weekend. I took like a Saturday, and the entire day from sun up to sundown, literally the entire day, I spent cleaning my room. I cleaned. Is cleaned a word? I cleaned everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Usually when I fix my room up, I just kind of, fix the table, get rid of the clothes, you feel me? Just to make it look presentable. Because I have like a guest come over or somebody. But that time I was like, you know what, I have to clean. I have to really get in there and, get down and dirty. So, I was everywhere. I was under the bed, I was under the couch, I was in the closets, I was up here, I was down here. I was everywhere, and it was a really eye-opening experience because I discovered so much about my room. I was like, hey, I didn't know I had a good pair of shoes on my bed for this long. You know what I'm saying? It was like some Jordans or something. I was like, hey, like, I ain't gotta buy no shoes no more. You know, I was like, hey, I didn't know I had $5 on this couch. Just, you know, finding all kinds of stuff. And then at the end of that, after I finished, it was like the evening when I finished, and I just sat on my bed. I put some music on, some nice chill music, dimmed the lights a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Had the humidifier, the what do you call those things? The fragrance spray or whatever. If you hear that, ignore that. Had the fragrance spray, and you know, I was just taking it all in. That wow, like I was just looking around like wow, like this is nice. This is kind of nice. You know, yeah, I was in a state of peace. I felt peace being in my room for the first time in the longest time. I felt really at peace because everything was in its right place. Because all the mess that I had around, you couldn't see it. It was gone. I got rid of it. And when I got rid of all that stuff, I could finally sit in my room in peace and comfort and know that this is where I'm supposed to be. This is how everything should be. And I know if you're following along, you know where I'm going with this. So while I was in that room that day, I just thought to myself, like, you know what? Like, this is how our spirit works. This is how our spirit works. Our physical body comes into a dirty room and it's uncomfortable. Well, for me, it's uncomfortable. We'll get into that a little bit later. But our spirit comes into a dirty room. Well, our physical body comes into a dirty room and it's like, ugh, this is ugh. You know what I'm saying? So I thought to myself, the same thing happens with our spirit. Our spirit enters a dirty temple, a dirty body, a dirty, messed up place. And something doesn't sit right with it. Something feels inadequate. Something feels off. Something feels like it's not right. You feel like you're not. Something's wrong. So I want to talk to you guys today about that, because that was really what was on my heart. So your spirit lives in a room, and for a lot of us, our room is really dirty. Our spiritual rooms are really dirty. We have stuff thrown everywhere. We have emotions. We have feelings. We have grievances against other people. We have grudges. We have hateful emotions. We have lust. We have all kinds of these different things all over our spiritual room. Okay? And over time, those things become so much a part of who we are that we don't realize how dirty our room is. Have you ever like came home one day and your mom is telling you, or you know, back in the day your mom was telling you to clean your room, and you're like, my room is perfectly fine. Everything is where it's supposed to be. It's clean. But to your mom, she's like, are you kidding me? Like, you have underwear on your TV, you have a shoe on your, you know what I'm saying, on your bed, you have a Big Mac in your drawer. Like, come on, like, it's not clean. But to you, because you were in that for so long, you got comfortable with that. You got accustomed with that. The same way when we're in these type of emotions, these type of vices, these type of things that are not good for our spirit, we start to get comfortable. We start to get complacent with how dirty our spiritual room is, right? And so for a very long time, I was fine with the things that I was going through, as long as I go to church, as long as I pray, read my Bible, it's all good. But still, I was holding on to so much mess in my heart that my spirit wasn't really clean. I was pretending like it was. I was comfortable with where I was. I want to tell you today, don't be comfortable with where you are, because that's not who you truly are. A lot of people think, a lot of us, I'll say, think that we are our worst features. Oh, well, you know, I get mad sometimes. That's just who I am. Well, you know, I might cuss her out. That's just who I am. Oh, you know, I just love women, so that's just who you know what I'm saying? Like, you get the point? We often attribute the dirty things in our room to who we are, when a dirty room is not dirty alone. Those things find a way there. When you first move into a house, every room is pretty clean. So our spirit is not meant to be this way. We're not meant to be this way. We're not meant to have these qualities. We're not meant to showcase these qualities in our spiritual room. When we clean our spiritual room, then we'll be able to truly be who we are, follow our purpose, know what God's purpose in our life is and achieve that purpose. But with all this stuff that we have, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So the first step, there's 3 steps, okay, to cleaning your room. Number 1, you have to accept the fact that your room is dirty. You have to accept the fact that, hey, I'm kind of a messed up person. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept it. You have to accept that your room is dirty. You have to accept that you aren't perfect. You're you have some flaws. You have some things that need to be cleaned. I'm gonna say cleaned. Cleaned sounds better than cleaned. Y'all know, like cleaned. Anyways, I'm sorry. But anyways, you have to accept the fact that you are an imperfect person. And for a lot of people, that's hard. For me, that was hard. It was hard for me to analyze myself and say, you know what? I'm not who I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I need to be who I know I can be. And to be who I know I can be, I have to accept that my room was dirty. I accept that I was messed up. I can do better than this. You can do better than who you are right now. Whoever you are right now, if you're watching this, you can be better. You know it. You know it. You're just comfortable right now with all the stuff going on in your life. You're just comfortable. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you're fine with where things are in your life. And that's not okay. God is saying you can be so much more if you just get some of these things out of your life. Okay? So that's the first step. Accepting that your room is dirty. All right? Second step is accepting that you can't clean your room alone. A lot of us, we think, okay, I have a problem. My room's dirty. Okay, I accept it. My room's dirty. What can I do to fix it? What is something that I can do to change it? Like, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to do? We think that we're the ones who have to fix the problem that's going on in our spiritual life. That only we can fix it. That is wrong, y'all. That's not it. That's not it. We can't. Some of these things some of the stuff that you're going through is too big for you to fix. For you to fix alone. It's too big. You're not gonna be able to do it. I'm telling you right now. So if you're one of those people who say, I can get through this, I can make it. No, you can't. You can't do it. Some of these things that we go through is bigger. It's way bigger than you think for you to handle. It's big to us to handle. But to God, it's nothing. It's nothing to handle for God. And in fact, He already handled it. He handled it on the cross. He already took care of it. But we think that we gotta still take care of stuff that we're going through. And that's why our rooms get so dirty, and it keeps getting dirtier and dirtier. And you might clean it for a week. You might go to church for a week and feel like, you know what, I feel good. And then the next week, you're like, you know what? I feel terrible. Because your room is like back to where it was. Why? Because we're trying to seek out the answers for ourselves. We're trying to fix stuff ourselves. So that's number 2. You can't do it alone. Once you accept that you can't clean your room alone, you can move on to number 3. And I'm sure you guys know what number 3 is. But, I'm sure you're asking too. Okay, if we can't clean our room by ourselves, do we get a friend to help? Do we call a pastor? Do we start reading self-help books? What do we do? You know what I'm saying? Do we get a whole team of people to come and intervene in our life and do an intervention? Those things aren't bad options, but they don't really they don't really get to the root of the problem. Okay? You're always going to, when you're seeking out worldly help, worldly advice, it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. Take it for myself. I've read self-help books. I've read all types of stuff online, videos, spiritual guides, all types of stuff. And that stuff lasts for maybe a day or two. You feel okay, I feel motivated. But after a while, the stuff that you're trying to get rid of, it starts creeping back into your room. It starts creeping back into your life. And then you're like, well, I'm back to square one. So step 3, and I say this personally, the only way you can clean your room is by trusting in God. I say that seriously, personally, and I say that confidently because I'm a testimony of that. The only way you're gonna get rid of some of this stuff in your life, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you did, I don't care how cool or how much money you have. The only way some of this, because some of this stuff is in your life, we're not gonna know about it. I don't know about it. But God is telling me to take this video, make this video for somebody, because somebody's going through some stuff that they think they can handle on their own, and I'm telling you, no, you can't. You need to turn to God, because God can magically, not magically. It's almost like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's gonna be magic, but it's not magic. God is not a magic. It's not a wizard or something. But through His divine presence, His Spirit, His Holy Spirit, through the cross, through the sacrifice Jesus made already for us, our rooms can be clean, purified, full of light. Our spirits can be clean, purified, full of light. So that's step 3. You have to turn to God. And so I'm sure you're asking me now, okay, what do? I just turn to God. Okay, God's over here, I turn to Him. Now what? 2 things. 2 things that I did. So this whole video is my personal experience. I'm not just up here just saying stuff. I can vouch for this stuff. Like, I can vouch for it. Believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can vouch for this. So 2 things that I did that really got me to clean my spiritual room. Because for me, I was in all kinds of stuff. We'll get to that in future videos as time goes on. But for me, I was in all kinds of stuff. All kinds. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to detail, but we'll get to detail, I promise. So I had to do 2 things. Number one, get into the Word. The Word, reading the Word, being in the Word, hearing the Word, that is the cleaner. That's the Lysol. That's the broom. That starts to, because once you get into the Word and you start reading that Word, you start really meditating on it. Those things in your life start to go away. They start to go away. And I know a lot of people tell you read into the Word, get into the Word, and it's not as simple as it sounds. I'm gonna be honest. I know it's not easy to just open the Word and just you all of a sudden just get the revelations. It doesn't come easy. For a very long time, when I was reading the Bible, I didn't know what the hell I was reading. I was like, bruh, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But that's why I had those first 2 points. Number 1, accept that you're imperfect. Number 2, accept that you can't go through it alone. Number 3, accept that with God you can. And in that, accepting Christ. In that, turning your life to Jesus. In that, giving your faith to God. Asking God, like, God, I don't know. I've been holding on to this hate for so long. I don't know what to do now. Telling God, I've been holding on to a grudge against my parents, my father. I don't know. What do I do now? It's only Jesus that can answer that question. It's like you're holding on to, low self-esteem, depression. You're not going to fix that yourself. I didn't fix that myself. I had to turn to Jesus. If you heard this stuff before, okay, great. But it's time to act. It's time. This world is like, bro, this world crazy, bro. This world is crazy. I want you to know. Like, if you didn't know that, you know now. This world is crazy. There's a lot of forces out here that don't want to see you full of light. They don't want to see you close to God. They don't want to see you like winning. They don't want to see you winning like Kodak. They don't want to see you winning. There's a lot of forces out here, evil forces, like some bad stuff out here that wants your room to be as dirty as possible, because they know if your room is a mess, God is not going to be visible. How many of us, we have God in our life, but He's off in the closet. He's off under a bed. He's off in, you know what I'm saying? You don't know where you're like, where did I put God? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know when you're looking for something in your room, you're like, where did I put that? You're like, dang, where did I put it? That's how we are with God. That's how I was with God. I had God somewhere. I was like, bro, let me find him. Okay, I need God. But where did I put him? I think he was under the carpet. Not like, you know what I'm saying? Because when your room is dirty, you don't know where God is in your life. You don't have a place for him. He's lost. But all this other stuff you have in your life, you can see it clear as day. The addiction, you can see him clear as day. You know what I'm saying? Other people might not be able to see him, but you can see him. Okay? You can see him. You can see the vices, you can see the relationships, the brokenness that you've been through, all those things. But when you put God at the center, when you allow God to start cleaning you, when you get into the Word, when you start praying. And like I said, this stuff is not easy for you to just do out of nowhere. I understand. But once you give your life to God, once you accept in your heart that only God can fix it, only Jesus can be the answer to what you're going through, he'll start to reveal his word to you. He'll start to speak to you. He'll start to move within you. He's already within you, but you'll start to move. And so, to make a long story short, or a long video short, that was my story. That was my testimony for just how I achieved, how I got to that point where I was like, you know what, I need to get rid of some stuff in my own spirit. The distractions, certain people, certain websites, certain social media, certain videos, music, all kinds of stuff. I had to like get rid of it. And aside from that, certain feelings that I had in my own heart, the self-esteem, the depression, I'm not good enough, the anxiety, all that stuff, that takes a toll. And when you start reading your word and finding out who you really are, like, do you know who you really are? That's my question. Do you know who you are? Like, really? Like, seriously, do you know who you are? And be honest, if you don't know who you are, I know where you can go to find out, because that's where I went. I know who I am now. Before I didn't, and now I do. And I didn't do nothing crazy. I didn't go, meditating in the Everglades, or not Everglades. What's that mountain? Everest. I didn't go meditating in the mountains. I didn't seek self-help. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take any type of special regimen or training or whatever. I just said, God, this is too much for me. I need you. I need your word. I need to speak to you. I need to have a relationship with you. So I dove in the word. I dove head first in the word, man. Read the entire Bible. Not a lot of y'all read the entire Bible, page to page, cover to cover. You know what I'm saying? And I came out of it like, wow. Like, you are so much more than you think you are. You are so much more than you think you are. So that's my encouragement. Now, it's not going to be easy. Once you get to that point where God is at the center, where God is the center of your room, where the focus is there, that is the beginning of where you have to continue to keep him there. Because like I said earlier, we can keep him there for a week, a month, but we have to work at keeping him there. We have to work. We have to have the faith. We have to, really stay in prayer, stay prayed up, stay in the word, because it's a battle, it's a tug of war. You know what I'm saying? If we don't stay in the word, we're going to lose a little strength, and we're going to get pulled over to, the world, the dark side. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay prayed up. Stay in the word. Stay in it. If you're not in it, get in it. If you don't know how to get in it, the 3 steps I told you. Accepting you're not good enough. You're imperfect. You know. What's up, y'all? I'm back. I'm really, really sorry. My camera died, and yeah, I know, rookie mistake. But yeah, my camera died, so let's get back into it. I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm very sorry. I'll go back and watch the footage, and I'll probably just, edit right here what I was trying to complete my thought. But I was nearing the end anyway, so let's just go ahead and wrap it up. So yeah, so pretty much, hope you guys really took in, what I had to share today, and I hope it blesses you throughout the week. If I can leave you guys with just one verse, I want to just read a verse real quick for you guys, which is Psalm 51, verse 10. And it's, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. So that's really the main thing for today, is like, we want a clean heart, we want a clean room, we want a clean spirit. But in the verse, who is David asking? Who is the one being asked to do that? It's God. So yeah. So hope that verse sticks with you guys throughout the week. and hope it's a blessing to you all. I hope this whole video was a blessing. I know it's very long. I checked it after my camera died. I checked the time. I was like, oof, it's about almost 30 minutes there, buddy. I don't know. It's very long. I wasn't expecting it, but I don't want to edit anything out because I feel like everything in there. I just hope somebody gets something out of everything in there. You know what I'm saying? At least one person get different things. You know, so. It's gonna be long. This video is pretty long. The future videos will be shorter, I promise. But yeah, so in the future we're gonna cover a lot more topics related to this and go into more detail. So definitely stick around. Definitely subscribe. Definitely like, comment, and if you share with your friends, I will love you forever. I already love you forever, but I will love you forever times 2 if you share it with your friends. So yeah, but I'm not gonna hold you guys up too much longer. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's the Wiz, and what y'all still doing here? I thought the video was over. Oh, the announcement. I didn't forget. I was just making sure you didn't forget. All right. So, with this being a new series, I wanted to give you guys a little incentive. So, you know, engage with the channel if you didn't have one before. So I want to do a little contest, and it's very simple. You comment, like, subscribe the video, and your name, your great and beautiful name, will be put into a raffle to win $50. That's it. You win some money. Okay, I don't want to make it too complicated. We can do it through Cash App. We can do it through PayPal. If you're you know, younger, don't have a card, whatever, we can find a way. Make sure you ask mommy and daddy though. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to do this to give back to you guys, and also to thank you guys so much for watching the video, especially because it's very long. But there's a lot of stuff in there that I had to get off my chest. So I hope you guys understand the length of the video. I hope it doesn't bother you. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, one more thing. So I'm going to pick 2 people. So one person will win 50, another person will win 50. So there'll be 2 winners. So if you're not one of the winners, you have double the odds of winning. You know, what's not to like about it? You comment, like, subscribe, and you win money. If only life was that simple. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just comment whatever you feel about the video. Comment your thoughts about what I was discussing. Comment if you relate to anything. Comment if you found it informative or a blessing. Just comment something, and your name will be in the list. Also, you have to like and subscribe. So if you're commenting and you're not subscribed, that's not that fair, is it? To the other people who are liking and subscribing and commenting, you're subscribed to a lot of people, I'm sure. One more wouldn't hurt. But that's pretty much it, I think. Also, last thing. Okay, this is the really last thing. I'm going to be doing this contest for the next 2 videos. So this video, 50-50. Next video, 50-50. Third video, 50-50. Okay? And the winners will be decided before I post the next video. So I'm going to post a video every week for now. Every week. And before I post the next video, I'm going to decide the winner of the previous, okay? So that way, I don't pick the same person, because you can't enter the contest more than once, in case you were thinking like, oh, I'm going to get all the prizes. No. Once you win, that's it. So may the most luckiest commenter win, I guess. But yeah, doing it for the next 3 videos. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you share and turn on post notifications, it's not going to increase your odds, but it'll increase my love for you. That was bad. But anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna hold you guys up too much longer. Thanks for watching again. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, win some money with some cold hard cash. All right. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.